In tonight's headlines, Bloomberg tag bias, says Galvez. Coast Guard ready for Undas. COVID-19 cases in the country at 2,772,491. Over 23,000 minors with comorbidities vaccinated. Philippines receives over 800,000 AstraZeneca jabs. And stocks slip ahead of GDP data release. Good evening. Today is Thursday, October 28, 2021. I am Miguel Palatagonan and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. COVID-19 Response Chief Implementer Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. on Thursday branded as very biased the report of Bloomberg that tagged the Philippines as the worst place to be under the pandemic scourge. Galvez said the Bloomberg report is more inclined to the economic side as it evaluated the COVID-19 situation of the countries being studied. The vaccines are also questioned that only 53 countries were included in the ranking when there are over 200 countries in the world. He added that deaths, recovery, and treatment, number of active cases, as well as economic recovery should be all included as factors in the assessment. The Philippine Coast Guard has expressed its readiness ahead of the observance of Undas in the country. In an interview with Daily Tribune's online morning show Gising Na, PCG spokesperson Commodore Arman Balilo said that the Coast Guard is ensuring the safety and security of passengers seeking to go home to their respective provinces. He added that they have alerted their units within the area of tourist spots in anticipation for the surge of passengers since some local government units have opened their tourist spots after the decreased alert levels and loosening of restrictions.
Meron hong mga LGU na nagre-require na kailangan kayo ho'y vaccinated. Meron nagre-require naman na antigen lang at meron din nagre-require na complete RT-PCR. So ang suggestion ko po, kami sa shipping, kami po sa Philippine Coast Guard, pagka ho kayo napagbila ng ticket, ang assumption, meron na kayong QR code o yung S-Pass na tinatawag sa ibang probinsya at yun po ang magsisilbing paraan nyo para makabili kayo ng ticket. Ibig sabihin, nakapag-comply kayo doon sa requirement ng LGU na pupuntahan ninyo at yun po ang titignan namin. At sa amin, wala na kaming gagawin kundi i-check na lang yung mga health and safety protocols pagdating po sa ports sa barko at makakalayag na po yung barko na nasasakyan ninyo.
According to Balilo, passengers are required to comply with their LGU's travel requirements before purchasing a ticket. The Department of Health reported 3,694 confirmed COVID-19 cases on Thursday to bring the total number of infected in the country to 2,772,491. This brought the active cases to 49,835, and of the total, 73.4% are mild, 6.8% are asymptomatic, 6.2% are severe, and 2.6% are in critical condition. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 2,680,081 after 3,924 patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll is now at 42,575 with 227 fatalities recorded. Data from the DOH also showed that 50% of the country's intensive care unit beds are utilized, while 34% of the mechanical ventilators are also in use. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Boto mo to, Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Magandang araw mga ka-Tribune! mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelevelo, Comfy Manalo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Jerk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas ng mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Ayon sa World Bank, tinatayang 4.8 hanggang 12.7 milyong toneladang plastic ang sumisira sa ating karagatan taon-taon. Halos 80% nito ang nanggagaling sa Asia. Sa buong mundo, ang Pilipinas ay itinuturing na pangatlong pinakamalaking nagdudulot ng polusyon sa karagatan. Ang nakalalasong kemikal mula sa plastic ay di lamang kumukontamina sa karagatan, ngunit pati na rin sa hanging nilalanghap at lupang ginagalawan natin. Kung magpapatuloy ang kasalukuyang paggamit ng single-use plastics, sa taong 2050, mas marami na ang plastic kumpara sa mga isda na nasa ating mga karagatan. Dahil dito, mas pinaiigting ng pamahalaan ang kampanya laban sa paggamit ng single-use plastics. Nanganganib ang ating planeta. Iisa lang ito. Lahat tayo ay dapat kumilos sa lalong madaling panahon upang pangalagaan ito. Tama na ang plastikan.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
In other news, the Health Department disclosed that a total of 23,727 minors with comorbidities aged 12 to 17 have been vaccinated against COVID-19. Health Undersecretary Mirna Cabotaje said that DOH also recorded 25 adverse events, of which 3 were serious. She added that some who were brought to the hospitals were discharged after 1 or 2 days. Earlier, vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. said that the country is looking to finish the vaccination of minors by December this year to protect them from severe COVID-19 infections. Around 896,600 more doses of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccines donated by the Japanese government have arrived in the Philippines on Thursday afternoon. The new supply of vaccines arrived at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 1 via flight NH859 at around 12:30 p.m. Vaccine czar Carlito Galvez Jr. thanked the Japanese government for its donation of over 3 million COVID-19 vaccine doses to the Philippines. He added the Philippines is expected to achieve the milestone of receiving a total of 100 million COVID-19 vaccine doses within the day. And in business, risk of sentiments resulted in another negative close to the main equities index on Thursday, but the peso closed sideways to a greenback. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index shed 72.42 points or 1% to 7,157.73 at the closing bell. The broader all shares followed with a drop of 32.97 points or 0.74% to 4,420.85. Regina Capital Development Corporation head of sales Luis Limlingan said that the Philippine shares took a breather after rallying as investors brace for the release of more third quarter earnings, the release of gross domestic product, and the more global inflationary concerns. Volume remained thin at 921.5 511 million shares, 7.16 billion pesos. Decliners continue to surpass advancers at 121 to 85, while 41 shares were unchanged. Meanwhile, the local currency finished the day sideways against the US dollar at 50.71 from 50.72 a day ago. That wraps up the stories tonight. We would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, Department of Tourism and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. And before we go, it's 58 days before Christmas. Again, this is Miguel Patagon and you're watching Tribune News on Cue. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night and God bless us all.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tercito are available on our community Viber.